cloudy and cool Saturday night from South Florida. We welcome you to Beyond Bankcard Field in Davie, Florida. This Gainbridge Super League contest pits two teams going in opposite directions. The best team in women's professional soccer right now is Sporting Jacksonville FC, a first-year club that nobody saw coming. And on the other side is Fort Lauderdale United FC, a team searching for identity with a new leader as their head coach. Looking at the Gainbridge Super League standings top to bottom, brought to you by Delta Airlines, connecting you to the bigger picture. Sporting Jacksonville is the cream of the crop. Fort Lauderdale right now in 8th position, still has time to climb up those standings and get into 4th position. Greetings to all with Hall of Famer Christine Huber. I'm David Gascon. Thanks for joining us on Peacock. Christine, both sides had time away due to the international break, but for Fort Lauderdale, they're trying to do something they have not done since last year.
They're on a 9-game winless streak. 6 goals conceded off of errors, which is second in the league. They've just been gifting opponents goals. Today's focus is definitely cleaning it up defensively.
Winless in their last 9 matches. Ford Care Locklear is our player to watch tonight, brought to you by Baptist Health. Trusted care for champions. What's her top priority this evening? She
is just a hungry and dynamic attacker. She has pace. She does a great job with the timing of her run. She had chances last game versus Tampa Bay, unable to finish. She's going to be itching. She's going to be wanting goals tonight.
Sporting JAX has been fantastic this year despite being an expansion club, but that doesn't mean they've reached their full potential yet. Is that correct?
That is true. They cleaned up some early season defensive issues, haven't looked back since then. Their last loss, February 7th, versus a much improved DC side. They've been the hottest club in front of goal. Let's see how many they put in the back of the net tonight.
She will not start tonight, but Parker Roberts is in uniform for Sporting JAX after tearing her ACL last year. What a big boost for her and also the organization.
So exciting just to see her back on the bench. She's been a player coach since she's been working through her injury. Tonight she gets to join the squad. We're hoping to see her on the pitch. She provides such a strong presence down the spine and also her leadership she brings on the pitch.
Third matchup between these two sides so far this season. Fort Lauderdale has yet to get in the win column. Coming up on their side, we'll get to the starting 11 and first touch. It's Sporting JAX, Fort Lauderdale United FC, coming at you next.
With over in the payment industry, Beyond Bankcard is more than just a payment processor. We are a partner dedicated to your success. Our mission is simple: to provide innovative, flexible payment processing solutions tailored to meet your needs.
We partner up with various companies, restaurants, retail, smoke shops, convenience store, you name it, we have the POS system for it.
Whether it's tools we provide or the relationships we nurture, Beyond Bankcard is here to power your payment solutions.
Staying cool in Florida has never been easier. With all your cooling, you'll get no money down, no payments until 2027, and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Don't wait until your AC gives out. Call us today, 855-818-3828, or scan the QR code below.
Caitlin Clark, amazing at assists. Gainbridge, the ultimate assist for your savings. But ever since they teamed up, she's taken assisting to a whole new level. Caitlin Clark, graded assists. Gainbridge, graded assists for your savings.
A beautiful Saturday night from Beyond Bankcard Field here in Davie, Florida with Christine Huber. I'm David Gascon. Glorious night for ball, Christine, and both these teams obviously chomping at the bit.
It's going to be an exciting one today, right? It's basically the league's best offense going against the undersized, weakest defense in the league.
Player walkout presented by Amaranth Bank, bringing the community together one moment at a time. Sporting JAX led by Ashlyn Huerta, the top striker in the league with 11 goals so far this season. She's been absolutely stellar from pillar to post for Sporting JAX. Not to say that they will go as far as she goes, but she's got some complementary pieces that will help her out along the way. Starting lineups presented by La Croix Sparkling Water. Refreshing fans everywhere with every flavor. First off for Fort Lauderdale, it's a 3-4-3 for interim head coach Paul Jennison. And we look at Maggie Mace getting her first professional start here with the home side.
She just signed yesterday to the club. They're very excited about bringing her on. She's someone who can really help this team defensively with her relentless defending. You'll also see how well she defends on the ball.
And for Sporting JAX, led by head coach Stacey Balaam, 3-5-2 is the deployment tonight, and Maggie Illig will get the nod, a former Sparty from Michigan State.
Yeah, only one change, and really from the past few games. And why should you change it if you keep winning? Michigan State grad, she was on the Herman watch list. Tonight is her first start in the league.
The expectations for her awfully high, but I got to imagine being amongst the starters helps to quench those nerves a little bit too.
Oh, of course. She's got the playing time. She knows the team, and it's really just a big addition to this Sporting JAX.
Temperatures tonight at first touch going to be rather comfortable for both sides. 76 degrees. We had sprinkles throughout the day. Certain parts of South Florida had a little bit of rain, but all in all, it's a gorgeous night. Pitch conditions are absolutely pristine. You have Sporting JAX on one side in the light kits, and then Fort Lauderdale United FC in the dark kits tonight. Trying to go toe-to-toe, but for Sporting JAX, just trying to pick up the pace and get themselves in a more comfortable position, second and third place, just a couple points behind them. Tonight's game brought to you by Tropical Financial Credit Union, helping make winning moves every step of the way. Third encounter between these two sides, Sporting JAX 1-0-1. We'll be moving from left to right on the attack in the light kits, as this contest is officially underway. One of the elements of tonight's contest, Christine, is the ability for Sporting JAX to get off on the front foot. Critical for the home side to try to pitch a clean sheet. Both head coaches speaking glowingly about their teams prior to tonight's affair. But Christine, I got to imagine for interim head coach Paul Jennison, he wants to get his team off and running on the front foot, but also not to be chasing the ball around the pitch.
It's a big defensive focus today for Fort Lauderdale. One of the things that they've done, they just shot themselves in the foot so many times. 6 goals were off of their own mistakes, so they really need to tighten it up. Smarter play in their defensive third is what they're looking for.
Looked like an illegal touch. That'll lead us to tonight's keys to the game, brought to you by Amaranth Bank, your hometown bank, supporting every winning strategy. Christine, what do we got?
Fort Lauderdale, they really need to tighten up defensively, and like I said, eliminate those mistakes. For Jacksonville, recognize and adjust quickly. They don't know how Fort Lauderdale is going to come out tonight with the new coaching staff.
Across the 18, headed around on the line, they score! It's exactly what the road team wanted to do against an inferior opponent. Sporting JAX gets the first goal of this contest. Oh, now they're going to say it was offside. Near side official had the flag up.
Hey, shadow
So we called off immediately.
What a heads-up play by Sporting JAX, though. I know it was called offside, but to head that ball backwards, back into the mixer for an easy put-away, they just score in different ways, different threats.
One of the things that Stacey Balaam had mentioned to us about how they've executed this year on set pieces, they've been good offensively and defensively when defending on those kind of opportunities for the opposing side. But clearly on the attack mode early on this affair. Pushed all the way back. Caitlin Parks in between the sticks tonight for Sporting JAX. Question is, will she be tested at all? Smack had the touch on it. Jones pushed it over to the left-hand side. See so far for Fort Lauderdale, not doing a whole lot with possession and chasing quite a bit, even in the couple minutes that we played so far.
They're really trying to get numbers back behind the ball. The thing with Sporting JAX, right, they're so good with their passing, they're so good with their possession, they're going to knock about those 1-2s in the middle of the field. So Fort Lauderdale has to keep compact.
Drive from well out. It's going to be a one-hopper on goal, easy to manage for Haley Craig. Her first touch of tonight's contest. Injury report brought to you by Baptist Health, expert care, keeping our athletes game ready. Jasmine Hamid is out at tonight's contest. That was a surprise coming in.
Yep, that was the big one. And that adjusted that lineup a little bit as well. She's such a big offensive threat, so now they need to put somebody up in there to get the ball forward. And as you can tell, Fort Lauderdale has not even seen the other side of the pitch yet.
So with her not available this evening, what does that mean for the rest of Fort Lauderdale?
It shifts everyone up. Smith is playing a little more in the midfield now, but it helps with the new signing in the back.
It is a focal point of the attack for Fort Lauderdale, but with her absence, everyone else is going to obviously have to pick up the slack.
And that puts more attention on Locklear as well. Locklear she can score some goals, and she had so many chances the other week and just couldn't finish. You saw her hitting the post, you saw her hitting the crossbar. Tonight, it's important that she puts it in.
Yeah, for Locklear, she's the team's leading striker so far. She has 5 goals on the campaign. The problem for her is she needs to have some complementary pieces help her out, get into a rhythm, get some touches, and be dangerous. This ball placed inside the 18 from a sharp angle across. Nice defense by Fort Lauderdale. Perhaps a little bit of a break, but this one going back post is Haley Craig looking around for some support.
And how about Porta setting that one up, right? Great slip through ball.
This one coming out aggressive is Craig with a 2-hand punch. Alertly off her line. Fort Lauderdale trying to push the counter. Some harassment. Smack should deserve a call here, and that will be the case. Wouldn't be surprised if we have a booking. That is going to be exactly the case. Her first yellow card of tonight's affair, and it certainly is warranted.
Yeah, there's nothing else that she could do there. Smeckrud had to stop the counterattack.
First infraction of the night. Didn't look like it was a threatening moment. You want to make sure if you are booked at some point in the match, you want to get your money's worth. That wasn't the case. But regardless, first booking of the affair. So Jasmine Hamid is out for Fort Lauderdale. Kelly Van Treek, one of the midfielders on the squad for Fort Lauderdale, will have to pick up the slack. Got a couple of helpers on the year, but I got to imagine on set pieces, she'll try to insert herself into some prime scoring opportunities to help support the attack for Fort Lauderdale. Teams are at 2 different spots right now amongst the standings. Fort Lauderdale in 8th position. They have 19 points, and for Sporting JAX, they are the leader of the pack. First position. Only 4 points clear, though, of second place, so it's not like they can rest on their laurels for right now. 10 games remain, though, in the regular season, and Christine, feels like it's pretty much anyone's affair.
Yeah, it always is, and if you look at the standings, in 8th place is Fort Lauderdale. In 9th place is defending champions Tampa Bay, who played Fort Lauderdale in the championship game. So just shows the parity of the league, top to bottom. It's just solid, and you never know who's going to win day in and day out.
Bowman tries to glide this through for Paige Kenton. They can't make the connection there, though. Is the surprise so far more of what Sporting JAX has done this year, or the inability for Fort Lauderdale to duplicate what they did last year?
I think it's Sporting JAX. I mean, I talked to Stacey Balaam, months and months ago, saying, is it an advantage kind of not participating year one, or is it a disadvantage? And they just really reloaded with players. She has done a great job. Her entire team identity is possession, and you'll see it tonight. That's what they do. They play some beautiful soccer.
Like with the soft pass there. See, the spacing has been fantastic so far. Smeckrud across. That one, nobody in her light kits, though, for Sporting JAX. They're asking questions early on, though. Not playing directly, per se. Going across a couple different angles against Fort Lauderdale. Had 1 goal wiped off the board due to an offside ruling. But still, Sporting JAX has been a threat. 2 players nearly collided there. Sophia Jones was one of them. Smeckrud, slight hesitation, lost the handle on it. She was thinking and acting two different directions.
And besides that foul, Fort Lauderdale has not made it over the midfield line at all.
Stacey Bela. See the record so far, 10 victories, 4 losses, and 4 draws.
Not too shabby there. She gives so much credit to her assistant coaches as well.
And she loves this team. She talked about the personnel, players that are starting, players that are coming off the sidelines. Everyone's having an impact within the organization. And she has said to us, she said on a couple different occasions, that the club is really tight. It's a close-knit group despite the fact they've only been around for a few months.
And listen, we've done a lot of coaches' calls, and you could just tell her face was just so happy and lit up just to talk about her team. She loved talking about her team. You can tell how proud, and like you said, everybody's hanging out outside of being on the field. They love being around each other, and it shows on the field how they connect.
Long ball here, but looks like it's going to go back to Fort Lauderdale. Does that surprise you a little bit, though? The ability for a club like Sporting JAX just to get together and then all of a sudden just take off and not look back?
Listen, it's crazy, right? The fact that these people have never played together with one another, but it's a game of soccer, right? It brings people together. If you're good forward, you could also be a good midfielder. You have to do whatever it takes to put the team in the best position.
Got a chance to see interim head coach Paul Jennison off the turnover here, though. Back on the attack. Sporting JAX trying to take advantage of a giveaway. Smeckrud, nice move with the left foot. Can't get it on target yet, not enough sauce on it. Pressure stays on, though, for Sporting JAX here in the 10th minute. They have not wavered with their possession so far. And they've been threatening. One side playing on their heels in Fort Lauderdale, the other on the front foot. It almost feels like a matter of time, too, Christine.
Well, we said it from the beginning, right? It's arguably the league's best offense against the league's worst defense.
Smeckrud with a little bit of a dangerous pass there. The Smith could not handle it. Goes back to Fort Lauderdale. With interim coach Paul Jennison coming in, he replaces one coach in Allie Rogers, but what does that mean for the organization? Why the change so deep into the year?
I think there just needed to be a change after Tyrone Mears was the head coach, then Allie came on. Just didn't seem like they were getting those wins. It didn't seem like they were progressing and getting further.
Long ball here into the attacking third off wing. Question is, will Locklear have any kind of support with her? Kiera, with 5 goals on the year. That's tops right now for Fort Lauderdale. And Treat switch the pitch over the right-hand side. This is the first sustained pressure for Fort Lauderdale in the attacking third. In fact, the first time they've crossed midfield with a threatening presence all night long.
And look at what the Sporting JAX defense did. Forced them all the way back.
Parks just gets rid of it.
And you brought up a good point. Who is going to be up front to support Locklear? You see how fast she is. You see how she can get behind defense. Her runs are great. But then once she gets the ball, I mean, she was all the way down on the goal line with nobody to pass to.
And now, similar to what Sporting JAX is doing, Fort Lauderdale extends their pressure a little bit, trying to put Sporting JAX in a bind. May Hughes alertly throwing this thing back, and now Sporting JAX an ability to switch the pitch. Back to Caitlin Parks, who's not had a threatening moment against her just yet. With these two sides in opposite directions of the standings, you get to look at a couple of reasons why. First off, for Sporting JAX, their ability to fill it up. Best scoring team right now in Gainbridge Super League. But also for Fort Lauderdale, the inability to stop the opposition. Hugh played this back. Tonight's game presented by Vera Cadillac Buick GMC, South Florida's trusted destination for luxury and performance. One goal wiped off the board for Sporting JAX. Nothing yet for Fort Lauderdale. In fact, they don't even have a shot on goal just yet. But the night is young. Fort Lauderdale trying to capture their first victory since 2025. And for interim head coach Paul Jennison, trying to make the best team in the league think about something, and that's playing from behind.
Right now, no one is mathematically eliminated from playoffs yet. Top 4 teams make it. Everybody still has a chance to make that top 4. Not saying it'll be easy for the bottom teams, but there still is a chance.
And of course, you're also in that position, Christine, if you take your foot off the collective gas, all of a sudden you get into a playoff scenario, you play a playoff round, and all of a sudden you get eliminated because you were a little lackadaisical, feeling good about yourself during the regular season.
Yeah, we saw it last year as well.
Wasn't all sunshine and rainbows for Sporting JAX when they opened up the season. In fact, they didn't capture their first winning streak until better part of October. But it was lose one, win one, back and forth they went. No rhythm until now. Coming out, great stop there on the doorstep by Craig. Fantastic move by Haley Craig to come off her line rather quickly. First big opportunity for her to shine, and she did. Looked like it was Paige Kenton that was bearing down on her regardless. Excellent team play by Sporting JAX. Similar instance here, looking for another lane. Top of the box, that strike just sails wide.
Just see the great possession, the great passing from Sporting JAX. So unselfish. They're all the way in the box, and they just get these little layoffs. I mean, look at how deep they are.
Jones was just a simple miss hit there. But the positioning, as you mentioned, Christine, in prime scoring opportunities, but some unselfish ball. Got to imagine that'll pay off later on in this contest, too.
Yeah, they'll keep going deeper and deeper. Then you look for that layoff to Jones to have another shot.
All replays here in the first half, brought to you by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing with every highlight. Clearly the juice on one side for Sporting JAX. Fort Lauderdale just a step or two behind, but Haley Craig has been good so far. Fort Lauderdale right now winless in their last 9 matches. In fact, the last time they picked up a W was back on November the 8th of 2025 against Carolina Ascent FC. Won that match 1-0. The difference between the upper echelon teams and the lower echelon teams right now in the Gainbridge Super League is the ability to continue your quality runs, picking up points no matter how, but obviously W's. And conversely, the other side, you can't stop the bleeding, losing 4, 5, 6 in a row, or being winless in 2 months.
Or conceding a lot of goals in a game like Fort Lauderdale.
On the attack again here in the 17th minute. The touch, it goes off the woodwork, and the second rebound stays wide. 2 quality chances again for Sporting JAX. Haley Craig had no chance on either of those attempts.
Just winds up being such another dangerous situation, and look at how Sporting JAX is just able to get behind the defense. This is my favorite ball right here. Across the 6, low and hard. Just needs some little touch to just put it in. She just hits that post.
See Paige Kenton lurking again. Long ball here. Craig tried to come out. There was so much traffic in front of her, though.
And now what happens, right? If you're Fort Lauderdale, you have everyone back behind the ball in the box. You get it forward. There's no one up there to play it to.
On one side, if you are Haley Craig, you at least feel like you have some kind of rhythm because you see action coming your way.
Yeah.
But on the other side, it's just tons of fire.
Yeah. I don't think that's in a good way by any means, right? If you're a goalkeeper, of course you want to touch the ball, but you don't want to be peppered all half either.
So far, Fort Lauderdale has yet to put a shot on goal against Caitlin Parks. In fact, she hasn't even seen a shot come her way.
And don't forget, I mean, Craig's starting today instead of Crone. Crone was the one who played last game, so a little bit of a keeper change as well.
What does that mean, at least for the time being? Fort Lauderdale is staying clean. But in terms of capturing more than a point and to materialize some kind of offensive threat, Smackrud thought about the give and the go. Eventually was going to get it back, but it was behind her. Looks like it goes off the defender of Fort Lauderdale, though. Possession stays with the road team in Sporting JAX. Illig gave it up. Smackrud. Nice pass inside 18 again. Alertly comes out Craig.
That touch just got away from Porta's foot there. Tried to do a little speed move to make up for it.
But the element with Sporting JAX is they're decisive. They're making quick touches, quick passes, and they're all timely.
And look at what Fort Lauderdale's doing, right? They're obviously closing down the space. They're closing down the ball quickly, and they're going to try and suffocate Sporting JAX, which kind of is what they're doing. Sporting JAX, they didn't know what they were going to come out to today, right? They didn't know what formation, who was going to be playing where, what style of play Fort Lauderdale was going to be going out with today. And how they're beating it is those quick 1-2s. They're waiting for that double team to come, that triple team to come, and they're playing quickly out of it.
One player we haven't even acknowledged so far throughout this entire first half is Ashlyn Puerta. She's accounted for 16 goals this year, 11 goals herself, 5 helpers, but she hasn't been a major threat just yet. But that's the beauty of what Sporting JAX is right now. It's not all Puerta. It's other pieces around her.
I think your key word was yet, right? We've already seen her put nice through balls, nice split balls through the back line. She just tried to take on the defenders with the speed move. I mean, she is a legit player and at a young age, which is so scary. She's going to be so good.
Credit, though, to Fort Lauderdale at least covering the canvas in terms of defending. First set piece on a corner here tonight for the road team. Off to the back post. That one headed away, and it goes in. First goal of the night will count for Sporting JAX, and they're on the board. It's 1-0.
I think it's a hole-in-one.
Definitely is for Georgia Brown. Sweet placement by Brown here in the 21st minute, and they're all smiles, leading 1-0.
Dangerous set piece, great ball to the back post. Georgia Brown able to get her head onto it. That's the reigning player of the month right there. And hey, maybe she's playing a little golf in Jacksonville.
One of the many things that you do in Florida. No mulligan needed there for Brown. Her second goal of the season, all smiles for her. Georgia Brown and company lead now 1-0. Not the first corner kick of the night for Sporting JAX. Fort Lauderdale living dangerously, but now Sporting JAX making them pay. Ability for Georgia Brown to elevate on a set piece like that.
Yeah, and they bring her up from the back to get involved in those corner kicks. She's so dynamic.
Well, the one thing you cannot coach is size, and 6'2",
Very true.
it certainly does help. Kenton.
Recently had her first cap for Scotland.
Bringing that international flair here to the United States. This one played through the 18. Bobbling around. Fort Lauderdale just trying to escape. Gordon. Nobody around. Now the question is recovery for Fort Lauderdale. How can they recoup and reset?
They just have to keep staying behind the ball. I mean, that's the type of thing, right? On a corner kick, you have to be the one to get up and win that ball in the air. They're just not being aggressive in the air.
Into the corner. Everyone's been a threat so far for Sporting JAX. Sophia Bowman, Ashlyn Buerta, Paige Kenton. Everybody into the act. Bowman nearly had it. Smackrud with it now. Goes off a body, ping-ponging around. All of a sudden it goes back to the road team.
Fort Lauderdale can still be tighter. They can still pinch in even more. Once one player steps to the ball, the second level defender has to step as well.
So is that an inability to communicate on the pitch, which is going on right now, or what do you think?
A little bit of both, a little bit of tactics as well.
Okay.
You know, again, it's difficult. You've had 3 coaches in 1 year. You know, it's hard to get into a rhythm.
So ultimately it comes down to the players executing and finding a way to do what they need to do on the pitch as professionals. Is there any one player that you feel like Fort Lauderdale should be leaning on?
Well, I think you try to take advantage of the signing of Mace, right? That's why she's brought on. She's brought on to be that defensive stud, that defensive player to help catapult this defense. I have to say, right, because I was talking to GM Tyrone Mears before the game, and we talked about eliminating those defensive mistakes, and so far they haven't had defensive mistakes. It's just really Sporting JAX just playing some great possession soccer, and those 1-2s, it's just so tough to defend.
No moral victory, but at least it's an easier pill to swallow because it's not self-inflicted, correct?
Yeah, and like you said, right, Georgia Brown, 6'2". She's going to sky up and get above everybody, but at least you have to get some bodies up there. You've got to get, you know, some elbows in space and get in her way.
Bowman, a lofty play. Excellent hustle, though. Kenton needing some support. Ambitious, gets it back. Smackrud, alert. Shuffles the deck up again. Sporting JAX have done everything they wanted to do so far. 1 goal disallowed. Georgia Brown off a header, scoring her 2nd goal of the season in the 21st minute. On a corner. Again, Bowman tries to put this thing through. Elected not to take the shot. Gave it up, though, on the left-hand side. Couple of clear shooting lanes for Bowman, but she's looking for a better opportunity. Again, with the threat, Bowman looking for some loose change from Haley Craig. No such luck there. End of this first half, we'll have stats, we'll have highlights, news and notes. Take a look at what had happened here in this first half. All that and then some right around the corner. Hugh over in the left wing, entering the 18. Trying to get it back, though, but no such luck.
Lauderdale needs to lock them in now. Keep it in Sporting JAX's defensive third.
Bowman. Solid action from Sophia Bowman so far. She's been all over the pitch, offensively and defensively. On the move again. Kenton available on the right-hand side. Buerta tries it for a goal. One goes up, and away.
For me, Porta, she has the green light. Go at them. I know it was 3 defenders, and she was probably counting all the defenders in front of her. She's quick enough. She's fast enough. She has the skill. Make the move. Go right at those defenders.
Trying to jump up into it. It's the one element so far for Fort Lauderdale. Players are not getting any separation, at least offensively, when they have possession. Sporting JAX closing the gap relatively quickly. Smackrud, 1 move, trying to get it back in a 2nd attempt, no such luck. Good play, though, defensively. Looked like it was Catherine Colvin. Fort Lauderdale needs a lot more than that. The back, though, to Caitlin Parks. Is there an element, if you're a Fort Lauderdale player, that you can get frustrated with the way that this first half has gone?
I was just actually going to say the same thing. It's so frustrating because right now it seems like Sporting JAX has 14 or 15 players on the pitch, and that's because they're moving the ball so fast, so quickly.
Kenton. Again, another attempt. This one just a little bit too long for DeSmit. So how do you flip things around if you're Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, they got to stick with their game plan. They have to reduce the space. They have to reduce the time that Sporting JAX has on the ball. Close down the ball immediately. Not let those passes get through.
Another turnover here. Out wide the left-hand side. That drive finds the back of the net. Powerful strike from DeSmit, and it's 2-0 Sporting JAX. An absolute missile from Bailey DeSmit. Sporting JAX gets another reward here in the 29th.
And what a strike by DeSmit. We know that she can score. We know she loves to shoot from outside. She just hits this in the perfect sweet spot, right on the laces. It just absolutely launches it on goal. And I'll tell you what, this came because Fort Lauderdale turned that ball over. It was an unforced turnover at about the midfield. Sporting JAX able to pick that up. And remember what I just said, right? You've got to close down the space. You've got to keep it tight. You cannot give DeSmit that much time and that much space. 6th
goal of the season for DeSmit in the 29th minute. But the other element in all of this for Sporting JAX is they have no hesitation in their game so far. Whether it's a quick touch pass or DeSmit just turning and firing, they're not thinking twice about what they're doing. They're just reacting and playing quality ball.
And they can score in different ways, and they've shown it already. We've already seen, the one goal that was called offside, but we've seen the corner kick goal, and now we've seen a blast from outside. And we've also had a lot of chances inside the box, the tiki-taki passes, so don't be surprised if they get one of those as well.
Next goal is crucial for Fort Lauderdale. They go down 3-0. They're going to be in a world of hurt. But they can get one back here before the end of the first half. That gives them plenty of life in a half number 2. But easier said than done. They have yet to register a shot so far.
They really haven't had any scoring opportunities at all, only getting over midfield a few times.
This one inside the 18 again with the left foot was Bowman. Sneaky shot with a player on her back. Just missed hitting the target.
Check this out again, and this is concentration right here. Focusing, keeping it low, just a bit wide, but that's a tough ball to be able to keep low on target.
Fort Lauderdale has yet to play with a sense of desperation that they do need to be amongst the top 4 teams in the Gainbridge Super League. And because of that, they're down in a hole right now, 2-0.
It's been Sporting JAX the entire half.
It's their biggest test of the year, especially with where they're at right now. Winless in 9 straight against the best team in all Gainbridge Super League. But for Sporting JAX, they do not care where they're at, who they're playing against. Smagrud tries her luck.
And you see now Fort Lauderdale is playing with a higher defensive line. Smagrud, she was able to recognize that, times her run, waits for it, and then is able to run into the space.
Upcoming schedule presented by La Croix Sparkling Water, a refreshing look at the games ahead. Fort Lauderdale United playing Lexington SC. They'll be on March the 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern. Certainly do appreciate the start times when it does not say EST. Longer nights, summer is quickly approaching, Christine.
That's nice here in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, absolutely. Granted, it's been pretty darn good for the last 3 or 4 months in South Florida. Can't complain too much. Smackrud. Nice toe tap past the entry. No. Heat staying on, though, for the road team. Puerta jitterbugging around. Puerta looking for a lane. Smackrud gets it back. Lofted in. Nice stop, it looked like, by Craig. A redirection towards her. Nearly 3-0. Bending away, headed on. That ball go a little bit wide. Nearly another special moment, though, for Sporting JAX.
Looks like we're going to get a corner kick here. Thought Craig was able to keep it in.
This corner and the header. No, that one won't go into the net this time.
And it's still Sporting JAX who's getting up there, winning those head balls. Even if there's a height difference, you still need Fort Lauderdale to get up and challenge for it. Make it harder for them.
Near turnover would have been disastrous for Fort Lauderdale. Speaking of it, comes right here. Kenton. One hesitation, a second one. Smackrud asking for it. Kenton. A double team came. She couldn't hold the handle on it. Played forward by Colvin. A nice job. Locklear with nobody in sight, though, to provide her any kind of help. Ball goes right back to Sporting JAX.
That's the second time we've seen that tonight. Locklear makes a great run, gets the ball, has to hold it up because of the defenders, but then there's nobody there to support her. It's tough, right? It's a little bit of both ways because Fort Lauderdale is trying to play so defensive-minded. They're trying to get back and behind the ball that when they do go forward, there's no one to support.
Tonight's game presented by Hard Rock Bet, bringing the thrill of the game straight to your fingertips with Hard Rock Bet. Two goals scored in this first half by Sporting JAX. One unassuming, the other not so much. Georgia Brown scoring her second goal of the season off a set piece, a header from a corner. Bailey DeSmit, her sixth goal of the campaign. An absolute missile from right around the 18-yard box. And it's 2-0 for Sporting JAX. The biggest element to all of this, Christine, no matter what the score, is that Sporting JAX has played comfortable tonight. They're not under duress. They're not feeling any kind of pressure or heat from Fort Lauderdale, and the opponents have.
They're just letting the ball do the work. It's a simple game. It's simple soccer. They're keeping possession. The 1-2s are eliminating defenders, which is giving them the numbers up situation all around the pitch.
Puerta nearly split a double team. Smackrud, Puerta, nice passing here. Smackrud eyes up all the way. The insert, back post, nobody around. Gordon has it now. Fort Lauderdale trying to press the attack, but they don't have numbers offensively.
It's a nice ball by Gordon.
It is. Locklear on the left-hand side. Marked, though, by Brown. Time running down here in the opening half. Can Fort Lauderdale claw one back? Takeaway, Hugh. Telegraphed exactly what she was doing. Frustration on her face, the body language. She telegraphed that movement. First half numbers so far, not graceful for one side in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, I'm surprised that possession stat isn't even higher as we see it there.
8 shots for Sporting JAX. Not a single one for Fort Lauderdale. It has been a clean night for Caitlin Parks, no pun intended. But things can change with one play.
Fort Lauderdale's playing that high defensive line again. Smeckrud, I thought, has done a great job for Sporting JAX on this right flank. Let's see if they can feed her the ball high and wide now, and she'll get up and over that back line.
Illig. Delicate pass resulted in a turnover. Locklear. Colvin's on the left-hand side. You see the numbers. That's a 2-on-5, making a 2-on-6. Colvin has nowhere to go with that ball.
And I think the Fort Lauderdale coaching staff, they're making good decisions by now play with a high line. I know you're going to be giving up that space behind them, but you have to do something to keep Sporting JAX more compact. You cannot give them the time and space to knock the ball about or to dribble through the middle. Make everything more compact, make the field smaller.
Sporting JAX, though, trying to make this game shorter. 39th minute. Shots are 8-0 in favor of Sporting JAX. 1 goal wiped out the board because of an offside ruling. Outside of that, it's been clear skies for Sporting JAX. Best team right now in Gainbridge Super League.
And you can see why.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not a fluke that they're at the top.
Putting it inside the 18, Kenton. Like an illegal touch, and we'll go back to Fort Lauderdale. Situations like this for Fort Lauderdale and your interim head coach Paula Jennison, do you make some wholesale player changes in the second half?
I'm not sure what they have on the bench to even put in. I think Hamid being out is obviously a big loss here for Fort Lauderdale. It's just hard to get that offensive going with only Locklear. And you have Colvin, but Colvin hasn't even really touched the ball much at all. We've seen Locklear a few chances, meaning making it over midfield, but she doesn't have any buddies. She has nobody to pass to.
iHeartRadio halftime report is around the corner. Some highlights, some stats. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Ten games remaining in the regular season. For Sporting JAX, they don't look like a team that's been off for a few weeks due to the international break.
And they had a few friendlies, playing against some college teams in the area just to keep fresh.
The delicate element in all of that is you want to stay fresh. You also want to make sure you avoid any kind of injury bug. Trying to accomplish 2 things at once. Tonight they've been successful, getting on the board multiple times, controlling, dictating tempo and pace.
Oh, I like that dummy.
Played through. That drive goes right on goal. Easy to manage, though, for Haley Craig. To Smith again with her attempt. Couldn't pick a corner this time. The give and the chase. Good attempt by Sophia Jones to win it. Jones went one way, almost got it back. Locklear. Hugh was on the left-hand side going on a run, but nobody saw her. Simpson. Smith. Vaca. Little touch, little go. Vaca. Tough ball there. Played it into a crowd, and it goes back to Sporting JAX.
Official waiting for the play on an advantage there, and then smartly called it back.
For a team that's successful no matter where they've gone, that's exactly how you want to play if you're Sporting JAX going on the road. You accomplish 2 things. One is you played your brand of football, and the other is you have a lead. Because we've seen so many times in this maddening game, you can play dominant football and either be tied at the end of the first half or be trailing. Not the case for Sporting JAX, at least so far. Tough challenge there. And a second booking of the night, too. Bit of a surprise, but Sophia Jones, maybe a cheeky smile here in the 43rd minute. She's shown yellow. Catch you off guard with that yellow?
No, it's fair enough play. I mean, she completely missed the ball and got her legs.
Maybe I'm a little bit more loose on these rulings. But in the heat of the moment, I understand.
Official's going to restart this here, wait for the whistle. Hasn't been many fouls called, nor has there even been warranted fouls to be called.
Yeah, it's been a quiet night, at least from an officiating perspective. Maria Saka is our lead official tonight. Relatively clean. The team's been playing with any kind of venom, at least from a physical presence.
You know what's so great about Sporting JAX too? If you just watch their off-the-ball movement, they are constantly checking in at different levels. They're checking in high, they're checking in low, they're checking in behind the defense, which is why it seems like there's more players.
Hugh, with clear space. Abigail Hugh looks for the shot. Ooh, hits a body in front from Sporting JAX. It's the first attempt of the night for Fort Lauderdale. We'll see who's down on the deck. A player down. Don't have the number just yet.
There's really no other choice here but a shot by Hugh. She was trying to get the timing down with Locklear, but they just couldn't get on the same page. As Locklear kept running, she was going into the offside position, so Hugh couldn't slip her a ball.
Looks like Sophia Jones is the one that was struck. Blocking a shot, sacrificing her body. And she has not moved. Two minutes of added time. For Fort Lauderdale, just trying to quench their thirst and do something offensively. But Jones filing her back. I beg your pardon, that is not Sophia Jones. Get a look at that player that is down. There's Georgia Brown, who's down the canvas. Take a look at this again. And for Hugh hitting that thing flush.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite the strike there. Right to the chest.
Yeah, Georgia Brown, who scored the first goal of this contest, back to her toes. Not feeling great, but a gamer.
It hurts so bad when you get hit right there in that specific spot. It just knocks the wind out of you. Georgia Brown, I mean, she's been so unbelievable for Sporting JAX. Just the complete anchor in that back line. We already saw her go up and score a head goal off the corner kick. She's player of the month from last year. Or sorry, last month. Coach says she's the life of the party. She's the one who's doing all the jokes. Did you see her even laughing? Joking with everybody.
She'll be back soon enough.
Yeah.
2 minutes of added time.
She's probably dancing to the nightclub music that we hear up here as well.
Rocking to her own beat. Brown with a goal in the 21st minute. Bailey DeSmit also adding to the tally with her 6th goal of the season. Sporting JAX not done yet. Brown back to the action. Simpson, who gave it up. She wanted to get it back. Fort Lauderdale trying to muster up any kind of offense before the end of this first half. Sporting JAX just allowing them to do what they want on their side of the pitch. Colvin all the way back.
This is better possession here from Fort Lauderdale. Calm, composed on the ball, moving off the ball, getting open.
Gordon couldn't manage it. Hugh with some open real estate. That drive goes off of a teammate. That was Hugh that was struck by Locklear. Unfortunately, that's how this first half has gone for Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale able to string some passes together there. So it's there. They just have to get on the same page.
For Fort Lauderdale, a couple of shot attempts in this first half. So not a complete goose egg, but still down in the most important column, which is a scoreboard. Back to Craig. And that's how this first half will expire. Sporting JAX has done everything they've wanted to do on the road here tonight. Georgia Brown with her second goal of the season. Bailey DeSmit, her sixth goal of the campaign. And Sporting JAX cruising right now in control, 2-0.
Sporting JAX with complete control of that half. Excellent movement off the ball. They're working together. They're playing the ticky-tacky passes to get behind this Fort Lauderdale defense. And Fort Lauderdale, definitely some adjustments to be made at halftime. They have to stay tighter. They have to pinch in. And honestly, they have to still work on offense and trying to get Locklear and others the ball and scoring opportunities.
What kind of changes would you make in the second half for Fort Lauderdale?
They definitely have to stay tight defensively. When they win the ball, look to counterattack. Get Sporting JAX out of position and attack it.
And for Sporting JAX, if you are head coach in Stacey Balaam, you feel confident about this group. Do you keep them out for another 15 to 25 minutes?
Keep them out, and obviously we're looking forward to seeing Parker. If she's able to come out on the field, get some minutes, get some game reps, I'd love to see her back on the pitch.
All right, go down pitch side right now with Georgia Brown, one of the strikers here tonight for Sporting JAX. Georgia, I know you're getting set up. First things first, how are you feeling after blocking that shot?
Yeah, got the wind taken out of me just for a wee second, but no, we're good now.
Your second goal of the season, how did it feel on that header?
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping once one went in, a couple more would go in, and hopefully that's the case. So, and a shout out to Rory McIlroy for that celebration as well in the players.
I loved it. Defensively, any changes to make in the second half?
I think we just need to maintain that clean sheet. That's what we want to do going into this game, and we got a good result at the first half, and we're hoping to maintain that in the second half as well.
And what do you see offensively? Any changes for your squad?
We just need to keep it in their half and keep the momentum going. We can't drop off. I think it's easy when we're in this position to let the intensity slip. So I think we just need to try and keep that going and hopefully put a few more in the back of the net.
Georgia, thanks for joining us for a couple of quick minutes. Go back with your team, rest up, and we appreciate the time.
Cheers, thank you.
Georgia Brown, one of the defenders here tonight for Sporting JAX, scoring her second goal of the season off of a corner kick. The header was picturesque, and it gave Sporting JAX their first lead at 1-0. Plus, a shout out to Rory McIlroy. Coming up in the second half, we'll have some adjustments by Sporting JAX in Fort Lauderdale. But first things first, iHeartRadio halftime report coming at you next. It is Smith.
Fernandez, and there's the goal. This ball late.
Are you kidding me?
Kopaisi knocks it away.
Finds the back of the net.
Instead it's Jamona, and she has leveled it. Over top corner.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This spring, stay 3 nights and get a $50 Best Western gift card.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
Hi, I'm Sloan Smith with All Your Cooling. Staying cool in Florida has never been easier. With All Your Cooling, you'll get no money down, no payments until 2027, and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. And now you can claim federal tax credits up to $3,200. For over 50 years, families across Florida have trusted us to keep their homes comfortable. From same-day installs to expert repairs, we deliver the service you need when you need it. Don't wait until your AC gives out. Call us today, 855-818-3828, or scan the QR code below.
What does it mean to feel welcome? To not only be cared for, but to be cared about, to trust. At Baptist Health, this is the warmer side of care. So welcome to being treated with a human touch, where your best interest is our best interest. Here, we advance innovation and treatments through research while educating the next generation of experts close to home. Welcome to the warmer side of care. Welcome to Baptist Health.
Staying cool in Florida has never been easier. With All Your Cooling, you'll get no money down, no payments until 2027, and a 10-year parts and labor warranty. Don't wait until your AC gives out. Call us today, 855-818-3828, or scan the QR code below.
Gainbridge Super League action tonight. Sporting JAX with a comfortable lead right now over Fort Lauderdale United FC by a score of 2-0 with Christine Huber. I'm David Gascon. And now we have some time in all the action coming to a pause. A special preview of episode 2 of Built for Success, stories from the Gainbridge Super League, featuring Tampa Bay Sun FC captain Jordan Listro and her journey from her home in Canada to captain the Sun to the first league title in history. Guys, take it away.
Definitely Jordan's best qualities are how hard and physical she is, and it's not fun to play against.
2-touch, Jordan. Touch, finish. Jordan brings a ton of experience. She's an absolute warrior on the field.
I just want to win so bad, and I'll just do anything it takes. And that's kind of my mentality.
We're excited you're here this evening as we take on Spokane Zephyr FC.
This is all hard, like this game, because it is brutal out here.
Tampa Bay in search of their first home win.
Being a professional athlete, there are going to be lows and adversity.
We can do this, but we have to put in the work.
The back stick. Oh, it goes in off the deflection.
The Gainbridge Super League. It's giving so many players more opportunities to play. It's been a dream come true for me.
Highlights. Take a look at the first half notes in this thing because Sporting JAX has put on a clinic. The question is, can Fort Lauderdale recover? Have those questions. We'll give you some answers coming up next. the break. Halftime report brought to you by iHeartRadio, your music, your teams, and your station. Gainbridge Super League action tonight. Sporting JAX leading Fort Lauderdale United FC by a comfortable 2-0 advantage. With Christine Huber, I'm David Gascon. These first half highlights brought to you by Blue Water, bringing clarity, impact to every play. Christine, what do we got?
Started off 21st minute. It's a corner kick, another corner kick. Georgia Brown, first one up there, first one. You said it, you can't teach height. And you know what? This is brilliant. If we show the celebration afterwards, a little golf putt. And guess what? It's a hole-in-one for Georgia Brown.
Making it look nice and clean. 29th minute, though, Sporting JAX wasn't done.
Sporting JAX, they just had their way. They were able to break the lines. They're also intercepting a lot of the Fort Lauderdale passes, and it leads to their offense, right? Their defense is leading into their offense, and this is DeSmith. I mean, just a laser. It's far away from Craig. It's into that side netting. It's bent in and around the goalkeeper. That could be goal of the month.
First half stats presented by Beyond Bancard, powering every transaction on and off the field. Do these numbers tell you anything different from what we saw in the first half?
The table is tilted, and it is tilting all towards Jacksonville. 64% in possession. Honestly, I think it seems like even more. They're doing a great job with their movement off the ball. It seems like everyone's open all the time.
Yeah, this is one-way traffic so far for Sporting JAX. And right now, Sporting JAX just looking to pour it on. Speaking of which, we'll see if they can accomplish that here in the second half. When we come back from break, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. back here to start the second half. Christine Huber, David Gascon. We're live from beyond Bankard Field here in Davie, Florida. Gainbridge Super League action tonight with Sporting JAX in control of this thing over Fort Lauderdale. Adjustments, Christine, if you are Sporting JAX, what do you do differently?
Well, the big thing, you want to keep playing the flanks. Putting that ball into the mixer is sending those low, hard-driven balls right across the 6. Honestly, don't change much. It's been working.
For interim head coach Paul Jennison, one thing is he needs to instill some confidence in his team, but it's easier said than done with the opposition that's in front of them.
They need to keep possession. They need to stop turning the ball over when they do win it. When they do win that ball defensively, I want to see them counterattack quicker. Start going at Sporting JAX. Get them out of position and go at them to find the holes.
One change here for Sporting JAX to begin the second half. Casey Smeckrud is out. Caroline Murray is in. It's the one change. Did that surprise you at all?
Smeckrud, I thought, had a brilliant first half. She does have a yellow card, so I'm assuming that's probably safety-wise. That's probably why Coach Balin took her out.
It's the one change. Will it make a difference, though, for Sporting JAX? So Murray in. And this second half is officially underway. Teams flip-flopping sides. And for Fort Lauderdale, only 2 shots in the opening half. Not a single one, though, on target. Both these teams with a handful of games still left on their docket after tonight's affair. And for Sporting JAX, they'll have a date with Dallas Trinity FC at the Cotton Bowl next week. It'll be on the 22nd. 3 games, though, that they'll be on the road before they come back home to Hodges Stadium. For them, they'll have what will feel like some time away from home, which could be fantastic for a club just looking to build on what they've done so far. On the road is usually when you become your most closest with your teammates.
Unless you're DC, they love being on the road and don't like playing at home, but they were able to get the tie at home the other night against Dallas.
For Fort Lauderdale after this, doesn't get any easier. They're at Lexington in Carolina. Their attempt here, but Sporting JAX holding possession right now. It goes right back to the home team. So far this season, Fort Lauderdale has only 1 victory on home soil. 3 losses and 5 draws. Oddly enough, they're not poor on the road. The problem has been here in Fort Lauderdale.
Looks like Fort Lauderdale's just made some adjustments to their lineup. 3 in the back now. They're going to push, looks like Gordon, to go up front a little more as we see her now pressuring. She's going to sit at more of the 10.
Along with Locklear, she probably had the most touches in the first half for Fort Lauderdale, for whatever that's worth.
When Gordon gets the ball and she has space to accelerate, that's when she does her best. She's able to take that space. She takes it at speed. So hard for defenders to keep her in front.
Has a good motor. Been playing with some spunk tonight, but hasn't accounted for anything in the offensive category. Takeaway here. This could be trouble on one side. That shot goes off the left leg, though. A fine stop by Haley Craig. Meg Hughes, who was bearing down. Trying to ice this game for Sporting JAX. No luck. Grasso, nobody in sight. You can think the message was from interim head coach Paul Jennison to begin the second half for his team.
I think it's you are better than what you just displayed in that first half. We're already seeing them coming out with some energy, some spunk, some fire. Again, is Gordon dictating all that? Because anytime she touches the ball, or in that case, dummies the ball, good things happen.
First 15 minutes of the second half, crucial for Fort Lauderdale. Haley Craig with a big stop to keep it at 2-0. They've had some attempts with some contact there inside the 18, but that'll go against Sporting JAX.
Offside call here on the run.
Two silent officials have been hiding tonight on these offside rulings, I'm not going to lie.
Far end, they're in the shadows. That's why we can't see anybody.
That's true.
Caroline Murray subbed in on that side. You can't even see her.
Good long ball here. Let's see if there's any kind of support on the right-hand side. Ball's played over to the left. Montclair was giving chase. This one played, though, to the middle of the park. Back on the attack goes Sporting JAX. Puerta. Ashlyn, 11 goals on the year. Nifty move. Couldn't hold possession, though. Speak of the devil. Puerta. Again, looking, trying to make another move. Couldn't complete the act.
Puerta is trying to pull either a nutmeg or a speed move on every single player today.
Appreciate the enthusiasm. Do you think that's different if the score was tied?
Oh, she loves it. She loves doing it anytime she has the ball. And she's good enough to do it too, right? She has the confidence, and rightfully so.
If there's ever a player to make things happen, it would be Puerta. Product from San Diego, California. Playing her ball, though, collegiately at Florida State. Also unable to be held in by Hughes. Sporting JAX trying to keep the heat on right now. Gordon goes off of a body, staying with Fort Lauderdale. Select, the official match ball supplier of the Gainbridge Super League and many elite leagues throughout Europe. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and much, much more. Select, the player's choice. Another giveaway. Puerta. Lurkin. Puerta, feeling the heat, gave it up. She wants to get it back. Slow playing a little bit when she entered the 18. That crossing attempt was negated, but regardless, it'll be a corner now for Sporting JAX.
Puerta really likes keeping that ball on her left side. I want to see her cross over, get into the middle of the pitch on her right side.
Only had a couple of corner kicks tonight for Sporting JAX. But on the attempt, here's Bowman. Bowman, pretty good ball. Plenty of hang time. That ball headed around. Oh, good stop by Craig again. Similar to what she did in the first half with a couple point-blank stops. She did so here. Kicking out the left leg. Despite two shots getting past her, Haley Craig has been fantastic in between the pipes.
And she's doing anything she can to keep the ball out from the back of the net. That's now 2, 3, maybe even 4 kick saves we've seen her have. And they've been big ones. I mean, they're point-blank range shots right at her.
Always good for a highlight reel or two.
That last one, that could be save of the month.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, set with lava. We're setting with lava.
Later on tonight, we'll have our Omega XL Sport save of the game. Could be one of those contenders. 54th minute. One change it was for Sporting JAX. Caroline Murray came in, but changes for Fort Lauderdale, and they're running with what they got right now. At what point here in the second half do you anticipate Stacey Balaam going to her bench against some other players, some quality minutes?
I don't think she has to. They're playing well. She took out Smeckrud, who has the yellow. I mean, maybe you take out Sophie Jones, who has the yellow as well. The players want to play, right? They're knocking the ball about. It's not a real physical game where she should be worried about injuries. I think on the flip side, when is Fort Lauderdale going to start really sending numbers forward and try and get a goal to keep it somewhat close and start chipping away at the lead?
Tonight's game presented by Vera Cadillac, Buick GMC, South Florida's trusted destination for luxury and performance. I guess the other element, though, is do we get a Parker Roberts sighting tonight?
Yeah, that's what I would like to see. My guess would be put her in around the 75th minute. Let her get those reps. Nothing mimics gameplay like playing in the game. And the other thing is, too, right, it's not a really physical game. You shouldn't be worried about someone taking your legs out or getting injured. It's been a clean game.
Phil Potts taken down by Gordon. I guess in that instance, though, if you're Parker Roberts, how long does it take you to get acclimated to the speed of the game, being off for such a long period of time?
I think the big thing is getting your mind connected with your body, right? Your mind's still there, right? She's obviously been around the game. She's been helping the team out. She's been that player coach on the sideline. She knows what she wants to do. Is her body going to be on the same page and same pace?
Borta. Bowman wanted it back. She has it now. Bowman trying to serve it up. That chip will not do any justice.
I think she thought Jones was going in.
Eddie Craig with a couple of massive stops tonight. One here in the second half, actually two here in the second half, and a couple in the first half. She was under siege in the opening act. Saw a couple get past her, but neither of them she really had a chance on. Quick hop. Gordon looking for it. Carried him off her twice. Everything's gone right for one side in Sporting JAX. For Fort Lauderdale, escaped being down 1-0 early after a corner kick was played across Haley Craig. The shot that got past her was ruled offside. But Georgia Brown with a goal. Bailey DeSmit added to the tally, and it's 2-0. Both goals scored in the first half, about 8 minutes apart. And all the action was facing that woman right there and Haley Craig. It was 8-0 in shots at one point in the first half before Fort Lauderdale was able to at least attempt a couple. Those chances have been far and few from the home side.
I love this matchup of Locklear versus Brown. Tall versus short.
Bowman.
And Locklear was able to get that head ball.
Borta swings this over on the right-hand side. DeSmit, slight hesitation. The chip almost found Borta. Good recovery. Borta, open lane. Can she pull the trigger? Not yet. Nice hesitation from Borta. Getting teammates into the act. Possession will stay with Sporting JAX. Pretty good ball here. Sporting JAX not taking their foot off the gas by any stretch of the imagination. They've been full throttle against Fort Lauderdale, putting them in vulnerable positions. This is Exhibit A right now. Jones, quick touch passing left-hand side. Kenton gets taken down inside the 18. And our lead official is not pointing to the spot.
Just the movement off the ball by Sporting JAX. I mean, there were two different players right in the box to pick that up.
Take a look back at this action. What do you see?
Two of them. Look, she could have gone to Porta or to Kenton. I think it was a good no call as far as the penalty.
Yeah, Mace playing the ball first. I think Craig looking for it. Ooh, the header. Great stop again by Craig to elevate and volley it over the crossbar.
Craig is just having an amazing game tonight. She's stopping it with her feet. She's stopping it with her hands.
Deep breath says it all.
Yeah, they're all point-blank shots, too. It's such great reaction time by Craig.
She's locked in. Stuck in some peculiar settings. This ball staying with Sporting JAX. Keeping the heat on. 60th minute. 2/3 of the game is over with. Sporting JAX has been relentless in their pursuit. Gordon.
Look at how quick Sporting JAX is able to get back behind the ball. Fort Lauderdale had their counterattack, was not able to keep going forward with it. Sporting JAX forces them, again, all the way back into their own half. We've seen that multiple times tonight.
Fort Lauderdale has made a couple coaching changes this year. Most recent, interim head coach Paul Jennison, but his troops have been unable to stay on level footing against Sporting JAX tonight.
Gordon will get a little chat with the official there. Gordon's come to play this second half.
Looks like we'll have another change here in a moment. Kenton is receiving it. Hughes trying to operate. Back to Bowman. Bowman surveying with the chip towards the middle of the pitch. Collected and picked up. There's Colvin trying to weave her way away from some traffic. Gordon about to peel this thing back. But no areas of comfort for Fort Lauderdale. Every time they have a player with possession, there's someone on the opposing side for Sporting JAX harassing them.
They just haven't been in numbers situations or numbers up situation at all this game.
Couple players that we thought would have an influence, at least offensively. Abby Hugh, no fortunate luck yet. Kira Locklear, the same. They both had shooting attempts in the first half, but no signs here in the second half.
And we keep mentioning him, but obviously Hamid missing is a big, big part.
Kept on here. Kenton. Kenton with one maneuver, a second one pulls the trigger. That shot redirected over the crossbar as it goes wide. Vaca there to intercept.
Craig had that angle covered though. Did you see that?
Absolutely.
Great job by Vaca, but check this out. Craig was right there.
Snatching one highlight away. Bowman will take this corner on the opposite side for Sporting JAX. See the action with Georgia Brown there. The lengthy 6'2" defender. Bowman plays it short. This one nifted into the box. Ooh, Georgia Brown there on the header. Not a lot of power on it, but quick decision to redirect it. Goes wide of the net by a few feet. And now we have some changes. Daniela Todd is going to check into the affair. Colvin will depart. So 35 in for 22. Interim head coach Paul Jennison going to the sideline. Todd, a local product from Miami, Florida. Back to Craig. All kinds of heat being delivered by Sporting JAX, and they force a turnover. Again, more of the same. Craig has to alertly come off her line. Sporting JAX has created their scoring opportunities, and they forced Fort Lauderdale into numerous turnovers tonight.
And you saw that high pressure. They were playing right there. They do such a good job. As soon as one player steps and starts that pressure, it's like every other player's on a rope, and they're all stepping to fill that space.
Just tells you the level of confidence that Sporting JAX is able to play with.
And honestly, I mean, Porta, she's had the ball get away from her a bit more than normal. She makes a great turn, but unable to keep it close to her for the shot.
They keep the pressure on. Hughes and company on one side. Meg turns the corner successfully. Hughes gives the ball up. It's on the goal line. Meg Hughes pokes it in. Far side official with the flag up, and you can see the reaction from Meg Hughes. Looking to the heavens, looking to her bench, saying what else does she need to do to score that goal?
Just so many scoring opportunities for Jacksonville. I mean, how many people were on the doorstep? It's Craig that I think was able to get a touch to keep it out again. This right here, it's got to be better on the ball defense, though. Just deflected out. She thought she scored, and she was just... It's always the worst when that happens. You want to celebrate, you're so excited that it scored, and then you look over and you see that flag up.
I know the feeling, especially when you're calling a goal and all of a sudden flag goes up and it's like, wait a minute.
I saw it because she was all the way down at the post, and I was like,
yeah, she was beyond the net.
Yeah. And don't forget, right at that point, if it's Craig that's up in front, it's two defenders, so it doesn't necessarily have to be Craig. So everybody was up.
Lower, Daddy, lower.
There's now another goal tonight wiped off the board for Sporting JAX because of an offside ruling.
Second one. But if you're a coach, you can't be mad at that, right? I mean, players are going after the ball. They're getting forward. They're getting the chances. I just can't believe that the shot before the offside did not go in.
Credit to Hughes for sticking with it. Did not give up on the play, but unfortunately for her, just ran out of real estate. Turn the corner like that against a defender.
Yeah, it's just got to be better on the ball defense from Fort Lauderdale.
68th minute.
Better, that's the idea.
And no signs of life offensively for Fort Lauderdale yet. This game could clearly be 6-7-0 if it wasn't for Haley Craig.
6-7?
6-7. I walked right into that. Be brighter days ahead for Fort Lauderdale, but not tonight. Clearly for Sporting JAX, they have been the superior team. And they have played like it. Bowman will take this corner. Previous attempt, she worked short.
Arms out play.
Something to watch on the tape. With the left foot, good lob from Bowman. And header didn't register on. It was the intended target. Again, Fort Lauderdale just trying to escape. Conclusion of this contest, we'll have stats, we'll have highlights, we'll have the save of the match and the player of the match. Keep it fun and interactive before we close up shop here. Jones couldn't collect. While we have a minute, the Gainbridge Super League season is in full swing. Visit GainbridgeSuperLeague.com for all the latest information, analysis, and insight into all things Gainbridge Super League. Do that today. Standings, player tributes, upcoming schedules for all clubs participating, and some highlight packages as well. Pretty good ball here. Hughes on the cleanup. Meg. Inspiring play here for Meg Hughes, but Gordon unwavering.
Hughes has had her way today with these defenders. She does a great job using her body, her quick explosiveness to just turn by the defenders.
Potts. Ooh, nifty move. Did not complete it though. Back to Haley Craig.
It's a nice split ball there by Craig.
Alert. Now on the counter. Bad foul here. See if this registers as a yellow card. Two players that are down. Looks to be just a common foul for the time being. Perhaps a misstep by Hugh, but we'll see.
I don't think she's going to be happy when she gets up and realizes it's going to be a Sporting JAX kick.
Quick peek at it.
I mean, this is both players, full speed pace.
Ooh. That's tough with the left leg.
She's coming from behind.
Not that it's good either way, but you have the knee and the ankle that are impacted by that. Abby Hugh down the canvas right now. Got a change here. Another change for Sporting Jackson, Stacey Balaam. Jesse Hunt will come into the affair. Jay Panak as well. Ashlyn Bortha's night is over with. One Bailey DeSmith. Substitution presented by Omega XL Sport. Fuel your recovery, fuel your game. Hughes still on the canvas. For Stacey Balaam and company, they have been in complete control tonight. The ankle for Hugh being observed. Pitch conditions tonight are perfect. So it did yield a bit when Hugh planted.
Replaces her divot, we're good to go.
And what is up with tonight? We have Georgia Brown putting in the 18 after her first goal, and Abby Hugh replacing her divot.
And shout out to the grounds crew here. I mean, they've been doing a great job watering the fields at half, keeping this pitch looking nice.
Back to her toes. Tonight's game presented by Hard Rock Bet. Bring the thrill of the game straight to your fingertips with Hard Rock Bet. '74th minute. Hugh comes off the pitch temporarily. Did have a couple of those changes though. Panak and Hunt come into the affair. For Sporting JAX, just getting some of those reserves. Some healthy activity now here in the closing stages of this contest. With a win tonight, Sporting JAX will improve their record to 11-4-4 on the campaign. And Fort Lauderdale will fall their 8th loss of the season. And the biggest thing in all of that, with the mere 4 victories, they'll be winless in their last 10. It's a troubling part for Fort Lauderdale. It'll be the inability to equalize, as Hughes with it doesn't get it back. This drive stays on the deck and it goes wide. Fort Lauderdale had a clean start to the year, played to a couple draws, then ripped off 3 straight. Played to a scoreless draw with Tampa Bay, and then all of a sudden things just started taking a turn for the worst. Changes were made with the coaching staff, and then before you know it, you go from top of the totem pole to all of a sudden looking at everybody above you.
And talking with coaches all throughout the league, they all say the same thing. It is a long season. We saw it last year, right? Brooklyn was on fire. They hit the break and just didn't win games forever. Didn't even make playoffs. This year, even the beginning, right? Sporting JAX still sorting out their defense and figuring out their players. Did not have a good start to the season, and now they've jumped up, and obviously tonight, just another proven method of why they are #1 in the league.
Nice, Caroline.
On this approach, the header nearly found its mark. Hughes had a goal wiped off the board. Brown, the insert. Jones and company using another open lane. No real pressure defensively. This drive from outside, Bowman. Looks like it goes off of a body from Fort Lauderdale. Corner kick coming up.
Sporting JAX just having their way today. Offensively, defensively, so many offensive threats, so many different ways for them to score. If it wasn't for Craig, the score would really be a lot higher.
Yeah, it has been one-way traffic. Bowman here on another corner. Quality ball, played around. Brown trying to recover it. Brown with a quick hook. And some physicality here between 2 players. Clearly the one with some frustration, but Brown not going to worry about any of that. Go right back to her post.
Yeah, when you're 6'2", I don't think you have much to worry about. But Brown with a little bit of stiff arm there, which is what started this whole little tussle. But she's getting double teamed, and just some little love taps there between the 2.
Vaca and Brown. The shot never had a chance.
Yeah, that was not a good decision there.
Sporting JAX will win the regular season series against Fort Lauderdale. A couple of victories and a draw. We'll have one more contest after this. It's on April the 11th. This one played through. This one lofted up, though, and it goes up and away. Another good chance, though. Quality attempts and some strong scoring opportunities, but on that insert, Jesse Hunt just missed the target. Sporting JAX not bashful at all with what they wanted to do tonight. Aggressive, decisive, and deserving.
Yeah, they're proving why they're #1 right now. Taking it to Fort Lauderdale on the road.
The reserve players coming in, trying to leave their mark for Stacey Valen. gave it up. And now Fort Lauderdale trying to do something. Off the edge, Gordon with the drive. Nice stop there from Caitlin Parks, her first save of the evening. She mismanaged on that ball, though, regardless. A rare touch for Parks tonight. Across the end line. Just wide of the right bar, and it'll be a corner kick here for Fort Lauderdale.
It was a good shot by Gordon there. Anytime Gordon's touched the ball, good things have happened, including that strike.
This corner kick presented by All Year Cooling and Plumbing. Expert service when it counts. First one of the night for Fort Lauderdale. Mesa had gone on a run. Didn't receive it. Towards the back post. Headed down. Looked like an illegal touch. The rebound, Karam's wide after it was blocked. Everyone for Fort Lauderdale is asking for a handball and a penalty to be awarded. That was not the case. Panak is down the deck. Take a look at that replay to see if what was missed.
That was a great diagonal ball in.
Oh, yeah. That's a handball for sure that was missed.
And I think it was the angle at where the official was, but then again, the linesman is right there to see that.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
That's a tough one for Fort Lauderdale.
A break that they need that they didn't get. Oh, yeah.
Hands out from the body.
You got about 15.
Stopping the shot going in.
You got about 15 referees behind the net, too, that were indicating a handball.
And Coach Jennison just got a yellow card.
If ever there was a yellow card that's earned, it's that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a game-changing call right there. All of a sudden, that penalty's called. They score it. It's a 2-1 game. Fort Lauderdale has life.
That was the breaks. They've gone for Sporting JAX.
But Panek, I mean, she has to be smarter than that, right? If she's one-on-one in that situation, she has to keep her arms behind her body, tucked behind her body.
Panek, who blocked the shot after that, got back to her feet.
Now she's being waved on, so back to even strength.
So Panek escapes. One miscue. Feeling better about herself now. 83rd minute.
Feeling better that they didn't call the penalty and handball on her.
Yeah, it would have been a double whammy, right? The handball, the penalty, blocking a shot, hits her in the face. Tight quarters here. Hughes started this match, but she's playing right now in the second half like she just came off the sideline. As fresh as one can be. Jones pushing forward. Hunt, who gave it up. Fortunate enough, possession stays with Sporting JAX. Hunt on the ground, no. Cleared away by Fort Lauderdale. There hasn't been any breakdown for Sporting JAX. They've played a complete game so far. You look at where Sporting JAX is compared to Fort Lauderdale. Do you feel like there is a bona fide threat to dethrone Sporting JAX at some point during the postseason?
Oh, I mean, once we get into postseason, yeah, all things are thrown out the window. I mean, you look at Lexington, I know they've kind of been on a downslide, we'll say, but they have such quality players in Ekage, and Dallas is looking good.
Jones gently across on the right-hand side. Another opportunity here for Sporting JAX. On the doorstep, that shot, another good save by Craig, pushing it to the left. Pennock with a decent look after she was defending on the other side.
Just such unselfish play by Sporting JAX. They have the opportunities, they have the shots, and they make that extra pass. And that's just so much wide open room. There's no defenders there to shift over or to slide.
5 inside the 18 for Sporting JAX. Just Bowman on the corner. Good ball up from Bowman. That header misses the target.
Has Fort Lauderdale won a ball in the air off a corner kick yet?
So the answer is no.
Yeah, I don't think they have. And, you know, that's a problem. We can say Georgia Brown, yeah, she's 6'2", she should be winning the ball. But when these other players are winning it and there's no Fort Lauderdale player even challenging it in the box, it's just open range free headers.
Yeah, credit to Bowman. She's been excellent on service. She's not wasted any opportunity on these corners, is what I'm
she's
pretty much
playing
saying.
great balls in. You know what? They're to the far post. They're nice and soft, easy to finish, easy to get ahead on, as Georgia Brown found out in that first half.
Looks like there'll be some more changes here in a moment for both sides. Both head coaches have gone to their bench for some reinforcements or a fresh look or two.
Taylor! Abby!
87th minute. We do have these changes now. Quality match from Sporting JAX.
Here we go now! Go,
For Fort Lauderdale, Sophie Harding now come into the affair. Andrea Fernandez also comes in. Kenton's night's over with. Paige Kenton was all over the pitch tonight. Especially in the first half. It's felt like every time Sporting JAX was threatening, Kenton had some kind of influence on it.
And she was one of those, she started in the defense and moved her way up to forward.
And it got dumped again. She's back to her toes. Hasn't played a lot of minutes tonight, but she certainly has received a lot of physicality one way or another. Time winding down in this match, we do have a Parker Roberts sighting. Parker is on the sideline, on her feet. Looks to be the next substitution.
And she was supposed to go in with the last one, but it looked like they mixed up at the scorer's table a little bit, and here she is.
Change is happening now. A sight to see not only for Parker Roberts, but her teammates as well. Back on the pitch for the first time since tearing her ACL. Sophie Jones gives her the captain's badge. Quite the feeling, especially for a player trying to work her way back into game rhythm and flow.
And just what a story that she has. Coming out, one of the great players, goes to Orlando Pride, then decides she needs to step away from soccer for a bit. Felt the calling when Sporting JAX came, and she felt comfortable. And then unfortunately she tears her ACL. So this is her first time back all season. She's been that player coach, she's been the leader, and now she's finally on the turf.
And that light as an athlete, once it goes dim, it's hard to bring it back. Roberts able to reset and get healthy. And now helping the squad for Sporting JAX to make a run deep into the postseason. Bowman on the backside. Sophia's been pesky tonight for Sporting JAX.
Someone's getting under her skin.
Spirited for sure.
I don't know if you want to fight with Kelly Van Treek, but...
Potts outside. Sporting JAX. Some numbers right now in pursuit. The crossing attempt was a dangerous one. Intended target was Fernandez, but it scales over the cage.
This is a tough one here. This should have been another goal by Sporting JAX. Well, I think the deflection. The deflection is what threw her off.
We have 4 minutes of stoppage time.
That looked like an easy finish at first, but then it's so tough. Once it gets deflected just a few yards from you, and you have to kind of refocus and turn your body, it completely changes it.
Saw a lot of that action in the first half from Sporting JAX. Bowman runs out of real estate. A level of success that they had in the first half. No goals here in half number 2, but it has not been for lack of effort. Haley Craig a couple of prime stops in the second half to keep it at 2-0. Jones. Sweet play again. Jones gets it back. A lot of sharing of the ball right now for Sporting JAX. Not necessarily trying to bleed the clock. Across, lofted up, just outside the 18. Jones goes tumbling down. Trying to search for a call, not going to get it. Harding trying to hustle for this ball and can't get to it.
And you see the frustration just from Locklear. She's making some great runs, but it's just the mistiming with the midfielders. They need to play it quicker, because if not, she's just going to continue her run and she's going to be offside.
Corner kick brought to you by All Your Cooling and Plumbing. Expert service when it counts. Here on the attempt, McCarthy up top. Fort Lauderdale just trying to get one back, make things somewhat compelling for Sporting JAX. This isn't going to help their cause.
No, definitely not.
Head coach Stacey Balaam of Sporting JAX has to be enthused by tonight's performance. Couple goals on the board, 2 wiped off. But all in all, her club has not felt any kind of discomfort courtesy of Fort Lauderdale. They haven't been under siege. And in fact, Caitlin Parks has only made 1 save on the night. It's from a shot well outside the 18 anyway. Closing stages of this contest. Bowman. Just sputtering around, gives it up. Back to Bowen. Philpotts in the corner. The winless streak for Fort Lauderdale will reach 10. They'll try to get right back to work against Lexington on the 21st of March. But that'll be on the road. And for Sporting JAX, the beat goes on for them. They lost on February the 7th, a 1-0 loss to DC, but outside of that, they've been relatively clean. win here tonight. That'll be 3 in a row for them. But more importantly, they keep themselves well in position of the top spot here in Gainbridge Super League action as we close out the night with Fort Lauderdale getting defeated tonight by Sporting JAX by a score of 2-0.
Fort Lauderdale defensively, especially on the team side, I think actually looked better. They worked together as a team. The goals they gave up, there was really nothing that Craig could do to stop it, right? They were legit goals, and credit Sporting JAX for those goals and for splitting the defense. Sporting JAX, I mean, they're just out here. They're proving why they are number one. They're doing it defensively. They're doing it offensively. They're knocking the ball about. They're making great off-the-ball runs, and they are going to be tough to stop moving forward.
Georgia Brown, her second goal of the season was the game-winning goal. Bailey DeSmit also as well. Sporting JAX wins it 2-0. Closing up shop here from beyond Bankard Field here in Davie, Florida. Sporting JAX victorious tonight over Fort Lauderdale United FC by a score of 2-0. Georgia Brown, the game-winning goal in the 21st minute, but her teammate Sophia Bowman is with us. Sophia, congratulations to your team tonight. You were all over the pitch. How does it feel to get another W?
I think it's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's great.
Talk about offensively what your game plan was tonight, and do you guys think you achieved it?
Yeah, I think we didn't really know what to expect from them, if they were going to sit low, if they were going to press us high. So we prepared kind of both ways, and just whatever they gave us, we were going to deal with. So I think at first we just had to read them, and then really focused on our repress, and I think we did a really good job of that today.
Sophia, your service was excellent on corner kicks. What did you feel was going to work for you tonight against Fort Lauderdale?
Yeah, I think we talked about something with set pieces is just having laser focus, whether that's on offense and defense. So we've been working on them a lot, and I think it's really great to get a set piece goal because that's something we've really been striving for. So great to Georgia to get on the end of that, and we had a lot of other close ones. So some good attacking in the box there.
Well, what's next for this Sporting JAX team?
Yeah, I think we just focus one game on at a time. So Dallas next week. So, yeah.
Sophia, I got one more question before I let you go. Who was the inspiration behind Georgia's celebration with that goal? Was that you or was that actually her?
No, that was her. We had like the players golf tournament in Jacksonville, and so we got free tickets. So that was all her from going there. And yeah, shout out to that.
Well, congratulations, Sophia. Go join the rest of your team. Best luck the rest of the year, but thanks very much for your time here tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Sophia Bowman, the victor with Sporting JAX, captured more points on the night, and they continue to pave their way towards the top spot in all of action. Sporting JAX, the highlights here tonight, and pretty much everything was relatively easy and comfortable for this team.
It really was, and they're proving why they are number one in the Gainbridge Super League. We see a great head goal all night long. Sporting JAX was just dominant on those corner kicks, and partly because of those services in by Bowman.
So Georgia Brown scoring her second goal of the season, but Bailey DeSmit, she wasn't done.
There's defense turning into offense here. DeSmit was the one to capitalize and take care of winning the ball defensively, and what a strike, what a laser that was.
50th minute, we turn to the second half. A lot of action still going towards Haley Craig.
Craig, I mean, she just comes up big right here. This is another one of her kick saves, doing anything she can to keep the ball out of the back of the net.
Save of the game presented by Omega XL Sport, but Craig wasn't done. She climbs the ladder here.
And some of these shots that were put at her tonight, she was just absolutely peppered. They were at point-blank range. Her reaction time was impeccable tonight.
And for her service, she is the player of the match, brought to you by Baptist Health. Excellent on the field, supported by excellence in care. Congratulations to Haley Craig. Even in a losing cause, she is the player of the match.
She had such a great game today. She literally saved Fort Lauderdale from conceding more goals.
Take a look at the numbers in tonight's contest, presented by Beyond Bankcard, powering every transaction on and off the field. The stats tonight will tell you exactly what occurred, but I'll tell you what, Sporting JAX probably feels like they should have had 4 or 5, maybe even 6 goals on the board.
Very easily, and that's what you credit Craig for. 22 shots. I mean, that's just insane. And there were so many times that they were in the final third, they were in the box and had multiple opportunities.
Well, another victory in the tank now for Sporting JAX. They improved their record to 11-4-4 on the season. Meanwhile, it's the 8th defeat of the year for Fort Lauderdale. They have now gone winless in their last 10. For my broadcast partner, Christine Huber, I'm David Gascon saying so long here from Davie, Florida. Gainbridge Super League action comes to a close tonight. Sporting JAX wins it by a final score of 2-0. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. So long.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.